Alright, welcome back. D2 Philosopher here. Today we got another build video, so like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff if you guys haven't already. Um, so I created a Phoenix Dream Paladin, and it's pretty cool. It works pretty well. So let's get into it here. I'll just show you a quick overview of his stats and skills and everything like that. So in my character stats, okay, for strength, just enough to put on my gear, obviously pretty standard. Dexterity, same thing. I did have to put a couple points into dexterity because you can probably see from my character he does have that phase blade on, so that's gonna require a little bit of dexterity there. Vitality, everything else went into vitality. So he is a vitality build. My resistances on this build are actually not too bad. I could do a couple more tweaks to increase and improve them a little bit, but for now they're pretty good. So let's take a look at the advanced stats. So this character is using Zeal, as you can see from my skill here. So I do have 9% life stolen per hit and 14 mana stolen per hit. Just for that survivability, a little bit more tankiness, right? 125% better chance of getting magic items, so not too bad on that. For all those magic find people out there. What else would be increased attack speed, 20%, faster run walk. Ignores target's defense, which is awesome. 54% deadly strike. Cannot be frozen. No. Alright, chance of open wounds. Also 25% chance of open wounds. So that's good for things like movers and those bosses that regenerate health quickly. So moving over to my gear. So I do have a Phoenix, okay, phase blade. This one is terrible. I rolled this whatever the other day. I think I already made a video about it, and it's probably the worst roll that I've had in a long time. Well, probably not, but it sucks. Either way, spending 4 of those runes like that is never nice when you get a crap roll like that. But anyway, we're rocking this Phoenix until I re-roll it. Then for my helmet, I got Dream, and I also have a Dream Sacred Targe. So this Sacred Targe had some all resistance already. You can see this Dream has all resistance plus 63. So that was why I wanted to use this shield instead of like a Monarch or something like that, because these Paladin shields, you can always get a little bit of extra stats on them. For my amulet, I went with High Lords because we are using Zeal, so we're getting a little bit more deadly strike here. Increased attack speed, plus 1 to all skills is helping in all of that. That plus 1 to all skills actually helps for the pulse damage on Aura, because it's going to give those synergies extra levels. And that lightning resistance. Because we are using lightning damage, I do have a Shunder Charm on here. And that little bit of lightning damage actually helps. Or not lightning damage, lightning resistance. For the armor, I'm using Enigma. This could be swapped up. I like the teleport, so I always leave an Enigma on. But you could use something like a Fortitude here, or maybe even Chains of Honor, because your resistances would go up by another 65%, I think. And then you might be maxed out. That might be something to think about. Anyway, gloves, I went with Drax, just so I can get that life stole. I didn't have any other weapons that were giving me life stolen per hit, so I had to throw in Drax. Stone of Jordan, okay, 1 to all skills, more mana. Verdungos. Okay, so this belt here I put on just so I could get the physical damage reduced and that faster hit recovery. So the faster hit recovery, I think I'm at the highest breakpoint. Or no, I'm not the highest, but the second from the top, which is Yeah, fist or hit recovery. 86, I believe, is the break point. So I got 87% there. And then Raven Frost. Okay, so I can't be frozen, and my boots are Sandstorm Trek boots. These are just for the poison resistance and the faster run walk. And there's also that faster hit recovery. So that's a big item for hitting that breakpoint there. On the swap, I just went with Call to Arms and the Spirit. Okay, pretty standard there. In my inventory, I have an Annulus Charm. I also have a Fire Torch, Hellfire Torch. Okay, it's not even very good. I should try and get another one here. Shunders, which I showed you already, and then a couple Palliate Combat Skillers here. And then just some faster hit recovery, some life, some life. Alright, for my skills, so to start off in this defensive auras, okay, I did max out the synergies for the Holy Lightning, or whatever it's called. Holy Shock. Holy Lightning. He doesn't even know what he's talking about, this guy. Anyway, Lightning Resistance, okay. This is a synergy, so it's gonna actually bump up my damage output. Same with Salvation here. So maximum in our offensive auras. Okay, I did do one all the way down into Conviction, and I did one down into Fanaticism, and I didn't know which one I was gonna go with, because Conviction here, this was actually going to break the resistances, so it'll increase the pulse damage on the aura. But then if I would have done that, I wouldn't have had such a fast attack, right? Because I wouldn't be able to run Fanaticism. So I chose to go with Fanaticism for the build here. It also helps with survivability because you get that life steal as you're using it. So combat skills, I did Zeal, I maxed it out, okay. 1 point pretty much into everything else here just so I can get down to Holy Shield. And then everything else went into Sacrifice, okay, which is just going to bump up that damage for Zeal. So this guy here is pretty smooth. Like, I'll show you here, we'll buff up. Oh. There we go. So almost 3,000 life. And my pulse damage isn't the best. On the Merc, oh, I didn't show off the Merc. I will after this little mob here. So he pretty much just point and click, and he stays alive. That Conviction aura, I do have it coming from my Merc, so my Merc's wearing an Infinity right now with, I don't remember the armor and stuff. We got the Infinity. It's actually a self-wheeling Infinity that does not much damage at all. It's really just for that Conviction aura at the moment, and that enemy lightning resistance breaking that a little bit more. So Fortitude, I'm using Fortitude and Darius. So pretty standard there for your Merc. And yeah, that's the Paladin build here. So I like to keep teleport on, makes things a little bit quicker. Let's get right to the boss so you guys can see the clear speed for so constant health regeneration from that Phoenix, that redemption aura that's always activated. And they killed my Merc. Damn it. Let's go get him. So I think actually because my Merc's wearing this crappy Infinity, he's not getting the life leech really that he should, because he's not doing the damage, right? So there's the math doesn't work out very well on that. So I'm gonna have to improve that for sure and get him into an Infinity for our Merc, so it actually hits a little bit harder. But for now, he's serving his purpose. So yeah, this is the build. You just walk around and make sure you're constantly hitting guys and you'll stay alive. Like you can see my health isn't even moving at all. That redemption aura is so powerful. And then whatever, that aura cleans up everyone else. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the build, if I can improve it, what you would have done. Maybe if you would have used like a good Phoenix sword, not some piece of shit that I got here, but... Or even, you know, put it into a phase blade with some enhanced damage or something. So you can see my buffs even ran out here, but it's not going to matter because they're dead. Buff up. Make sure you have fanaticism on every time so you get that fast attack speed and they just melt. That's it. That's Phoenix Dream Paladin right here. I'll take him into a lower act as well, just so you can see, like, if we do a pit run. Down here in these acts that are a little bit lower down, the ore is gonna actually do some good damage, so you can see. Now we're melting people. I actually think though this pulse damage on the paladin is less than that lazy farmer source I just built. The sorcerers that I have the dual dream on, I think is actually doing way more pulse damage than this guy. But that could be because I didn't do the conviction aura. I didn't max it out, or I didn't get 150 on my own, because I don't think a level 12 like this mercenary has is enough. So if I did that, if I did switch it, I'd have to actually put on, maybe I'll take like a Act 2 mercenary with a faithful, because then I would get fanaticism for my character, so my Zeal would actually be useful, you know. That's something I could try as well. So let me know in the comments if you guys want me to see, if you want to see that, let's see how that works. I can do a little trading, because I would need to get, oh no, I do have a faithful somewhere, I think. I just have to find it. Don't remember where I put it. Oh yeah, that might be a good idea. That might be stronger, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Or it might just suck, who knows. But I think one of my first priorities, for sure, is going to be getting some more runes for a reroll on this Phoenix. But as you can see, it does its purpose, keeps me alive, keeps that health coming in. Alright, there he is. So, if you like the build, let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe like I said before. And catch you on the next one. Peace.